Hello everyone and welcome to the map Resvin. Today we'll be taking a look at a couple of viewer submitted matches of StarCraft 2. The blue Terran landing in the upper left corner here is Newt 4th. And the red Terran opponent in game number 1 here, the bottom right corner, it is Great Oz. Giving things away already. These two, in case you cannot recall where you have heard these names before, perhaps you've heard both of these names individually in the past, Great Oz, as well as Newt 4th. They are both viewers. They're both viewers. They both have submitted games to the channel before, to the replay submissions for standard viewer games, and they both happened to meet, coincidentally, on the ladder. This is a ladder game. This was not set up beforehand, from what I am told. Oz throwing out the yo. I'm memeing. Apparently you are memeing. We have 3 SCVs heading across the map for Oz, who is, quote, memeing. Let's make it a good Indigos cast. I couldn't agree more. Although I'm sure I would love watching you guys play, even if it was a boring, normal, standard game, because I'm just a good father figure like that. Good job, kids. Yeah. Newt a little concerned about the presence of 3 SCVs at his ramp, is going to build a bunker on the high ground, which I cannot blame him for, I cannot deny. Breaking off one of the SCVs to go after Newt's SCV, Oz going to lose that one, but it does delay the Reaper ever so slightly. Now, you'll notice a severe lack of Reapers from Oz here. That would be because Oz has not made any Reapers, instead opting for a Marine first as the Reaper comes into the natural base. 1 Reaper attack? What is this, TVZ? Newt gets 2 SCV kills for his trouble. Will the trend continue? Oz woefully lost in this engagement. The Marine tries to contest the Reaper, actually going to get a bit of damage done on him. The SCV, no. Oh, Newt. Terran players, they cannot help themselves. They see that worker get low. I gotta try. They start to get the shakes. They get itchy. Gotta get that Byun out of their system, right? I see no reason not to just sit here either. I'm not so sure about contesting. But he's gonna get another SCV. Oz starting the game off with, yo, I'm memeing. Newt is prompted to get a bit aggressive. So what do you mean you're memeing? What exactly does that look like? I'm not convinced Newt doesn't realize that Oz is Terran yet. Because the fast 3rd CC build, Cyclone opener, well, the Cyclone, maybe wait until we can make them off of a reactor factory in a bit, huh? How exciting. Are you excited for that change? Oh, they're not going to meet. The Cyclone sent across the map. There's Marines on the high ground, though. Will he get caught? Oh, dear. Newt, don't try it. Really? For 1 Marine, you're going to risk losing this Cyclone. Go home. You better go home. I kind of want the SCV to kill the Cyclone. It's got 25 health, though. There's no way that would happen. SCV gonna be gunned down. Did Oz see that CC? I don't think so. No, I don't believe so. Oz with the quick natural. He's got his 3rd up as well. I'm loving this Sim City here. What are you walling off for? like this? Is this just how we set up our production in TVT? Have I been doing it? Oh yeah, get those push-ups and starport looking good. We have a fusion core on the way, which is no surprise, of course. All roads lead to battle cruisers, no matter how many curves, turns, or whatever distance that road is. Why make a cyclone? If that's how you're going to treat it, if that's how you're going to behave, why even do it? Spotter depots going out on both sides here. I don't believe I talked about the variants in MMR here or not. I know that Oz has reached Masters 3. Congratulations to Oz. Officially Masters rank. I don't know about current MMR at all, what the win-losses have been like. I just know Oz has been Masters 3. Newt, I believe, has made it into high D2. Diamond 2? So right on the cusp of D2, D1, I want to say. Not far-fetched that these two could actually meet on the ladder, depending on what kind of day they're having. You got a Raven. Oh, you both got a Raven. Oh, that's ambitious, isn't it? We do have Battlecruiser on the way. So far, unscouted by Newt. You really need to scan this base at some point. Because an unscouted anything, unscouted Terran especially, like he can build the same units you can, which means he could be building battle cruisers, and that's a bit scary. Speaking of scary battle cruisers, the Reaper goes into scout. You checking for a fourth base? That would have been greedy. I was gonna get that PC out in time. Yes, definitely. Wow. The physics from a siege tank hit. You both just posturing. Do I need to speed this up? We'll wait. We'll give the battle cruiser its opportunity here. Also, just one BC. Oz feeling so reserved today. Yamato's gonna finish up. The Lyote gonna spot that battle cruiser. Probably say something in Lyotese that we cannot understand. A few scouting Marines going out. Newt. Oh, he should see that cruiser. There are Ravens. The battle cruiser flies into the main base. How much damage can it get done? What's the anti-air like? It is entirely Marines that do not even have stim yet, which means this battle cruiser should not die. No way. No way, says Newt, in utter disbelief at the presence of a battle cruiser. R.I.P. Raven. Really? What are you going to Viking-free TVT here? That is not good. Okay. I'm keen to see it, though. It can be done. Get enough Marines, tanks, and Ravens together. However, you really should quit losing Ravens. Oh, now the BC's toast. Battle cruiser falls. No other BCs have been made, and Newt feeling confident enough to go out onto the map. No medevacs, no Vikings. We lost 2/3 of our Raven arsenal, which is a little less than ideal. And we're flying the third one so far ahead. It's gonna... Do not. Do... What? You lost them? You lost every Raven you had. The siege tanks are not sieging up. Focusing them down, it's enough Marines. Indigos, I don't need Vikings, I don't need Ravens, I just need more Marines. And Oz doing the right thing. He says, well, I'm going to get a couple more battle cruisers out if you're going to play like this. The siege tanks are set up, making that natural a bit tougher to break. The Cyclone going to go down. Marines stemming forward, trying to get to that siege tank. The third base is going to be evacuated. Luckily, Oz, ever the economics man, has been preparing for this. Viking count actually in favor of Newt now. The production's been kicking in. However, we are on Oz's territory. Defender's advantage could come into play. The siege tanks are tough to break. The Viking reinforcements and a few bigger reinforcements are here. Pack it up, Newt. Go home. You got some damage done. Nope. Okay. Yeah. Oz scans that and says, well, don't mind if I do. The siege tanks are not going to be lost for nothing. A few Vikings make their way here. Can you stutter step? Not that close. Switching into Viking production is Newt, though. That is good. We're getting into the Air Wars style of TVT. However, you don't know. You don't know about these bases, do you? It would be tough to think that. I can agree with that in the heat of the moment. You just clear out the third base. You just vacated that position. You're not thinking, well, obviously my opponent is going for the bingo strategy and has taken the corners. Probably not. That's a little bit more than 12. Just a little bit. Like, go you for continuing to make workers. Absolutely 95 SCVs and counting. Are you going to hit 100 SCVs? This is not the first game Newt has done that. I think that one was also a TVT. Which is an interesting choice. We did it. 101. 101 SCVs at Newt. They're not quite efficiently spread out, but hey. Do you make 101 workers in a game? No. Then you can't talk, can you? Oh, the Vikings go forward. Anti-armor missile coming out from Oz's Raven. The siege tank's on the high ground and a severe lack of Ravens here. A severe lack of Ravens here is going to make this position all but impossible to break, methinks. The anti-armor missile not proving to be helpful enough. The Viking count's just too much, too high. Defender's advantage present though. Oz might get enough reinforcements here. The Thor is here, offering some beefy support. Get that in cannon mode. Don't fire javelin missiles, thank you. Get that in cannon mode. Unfortunately, it's about to be blown to bits because of the battlecruiser Yamato. Oh good, more Raven production. I like it. Alright, we're getting Ravens and Vikings. That's what we need here. The Thors, I'm okay with it. They're pretty good at breaching a siege tank position. And Oz is not making Marines. You know, Oz opting for that siege tank Viking battlecruiser composition. So, without Marines present on the board, if this lives long enough, you know it's going to be a planetary. I don't think it's going to live that long. Ah, Newt, I'm impressed. Switching hard into the Ravens. And about to lose them. You gotta quit flying them so far ahead. You gotta get those Ravens on a separate control group, man. The siege tanks are actually gonna get rid of this command center. It's not gonna be a planetary. At least not there. Alright, Oz swinging with a hit. A successful take of this base. Newt knocked down to a quit making SCVs, Newt. 112? You don't have enough army to compete now. That's an issue. Like, ZVT, maybe you can go this high and just make nothing but banelings, but even then, that's a bit much. Oz creeping forward, the siege tank crawl, 10 tanks. 4 battlecruisers and 18 Vikings. That's a pretty good amount. Newt opting for the base trade scenario. Hello, fellow SCVs. Oz is the first one to pull the boys. Siege tanks, Marines, Vikings, and Ravens all working in tandem. Will they be able to break the position? We have a base race on our hands. The siege tanks, woefully unmotivated, losing their purpose in life. There's an engineering bay here. What, did the real estate, the taxes, not as much over there? What the hell? What do they call it? Property taxes. The property tax value is just so much cheaper in the unincorporated area out here. Good lord. Thors pop out. Thors go away just as quickly. Vikings on deck. How are our upgrades? 2-1 to 1-1. Oh, you have no... Oh, never mind. Actually, it's just the Vikings that have the upgrades for Newt. Well, Siege Tank Thor Viking. Making a command center here. Very good. Oz, the pro Terran here, already has a CC at the edge of the map. Says, I'm prepared. I know where this is going. Okay. Where's that +3? It is so not finishing. Please don't let that finish. I think it'll burn down. Yeah, it's definitely gone now. So, we have a base race. We have a base trade. Some buildings being left behind by both players, though. So, what's the focus? What are we shifting towards? Is now really the best time to call down a mule? The mule's just gonna leave, and I don't really blame him watching this mess. Landed Vikings still getting some decent damage done. The Planetary's going to take out a few of them before it goes away. The siege tanks are still here. Luckily, Vikings providing high ground vision, giving them something to do. But command centers made next to command centers. Did you know Thor's outranged a Planetary? Huh. I can't say I knew it, like, in those words, per se. Army value is in favor of Oz right now. 4 battle cruisers, 8 tanks, 20 Vikings. The Vikings, I feel like, are really all you need, because we're going to get rid of Newt's Vikings, and then the battle cruisers can take care of almost everything else. But Indigos, Newt has Thors, and Thors are good. Thors in TVT, ironically, are a little more mediocre, I think. Thors are a TVZ kind of unit. Beefy. Siege tank set up. Nice clunk here. Oz recognizing he has the Viking count advantage. Gonna press forward. A little bit of stutter step. Getting fancy with your micro here. We don't need to get fancy, Oz. Siege tank set up. Ooh, gonna start to annihilate the Thor. Get him to red health. Are there repairs? Now we have the slow grind that is TVT. Tanks versus tanks. Although in this case it's tanks versus no tanks. Well, how about that? Says Newt. I believe I have lost the game. But it was a great game, was it not? Enjoyable to play, I hope. It was enjoyable to watch, enjoyable to cast. Thank you both so much for playing. I don't remember who exactly submitted it, but either way, thank you guys. That was entertaining. That is not all for today, though, folks. I have another one. Let's go on to game number 2. For our second viewer game, we find ourselves on the map Realities Simulation, a 3v3 map. The red Terran here for Team 1. In the upper left corner, it is Suka Bliet. Suka Bleat? Blight? I don't know. The blue Zerg, the teammate to whatever that red Terran is. It is Coax Yum. Don't eat cables, guys. When your doctor says you need more fiber, they don't mean fiber optics. The teal Terran ally for Team 1, it is Malarney. Malarney? How do you guys come up with these names? Yeah. For team number 2, the purple Terran in the bottom right here, the much more easily pronounceable Paprika. The yellow Terran ally with a tournament trophy. Ooh, good job, you show off. It is Snake. Alright, Orange Zerg, the final player, the teammate for team number 2. It is Greek Driver. I already have to cast my vote for team 2 here because their names are so much more easily pronounceable. Alright, can I get some colors here? Make this a little easier on me. So we have blue, Terran, Zerg, Protoss. Nice representation. We have red, Terran, Zerg. And who's cheesing? Nobody's cheesing? Really? Nobody's cheesing yet? What gives? This is a team game. Very strange. You figure with a 3v3 match, there's a 117% chance that somebody's gonna cheese. Calculated, of course. Oh, Snake grabbing that SCV, denying the scout. Very good. Terran player expanding to the low ground. Zerg player already expanded. Coax. Yum, he knows what's up. You see, he's been eating the coax cables for years. He knows they're tasty. And that's obviously a great way to get your data through just a little bit quicker. The processing power just a little bit faster. Chrono to Warp Gate. What do we have? What's everybody doing? It's just a macro 3v3? A Marauder. Oh, Lord. Tech Lab, Barracks, Opener, Marauder. I can't tell these two Terrans apart, actually. We'll try it. We'll go with all of the colors. It's a little chaotic, though. Oh, no. Wait. Were you attacking your teammate? Yeah. Orange. Orange taking a bite out of Paprika's supply depot here. A little bit, just on their way out. Orange does have the lings going out. I believe it was scouted by Coax Yum's Overlord here. Yeah, definitely. Gotta take care of that. How will the lings fare? The Reapers meet them on the battlefield. Ling speed, just a second away. Ling speed gonna finish up. Can they get the surround now? The Reapers run for their dear Reaper lives. One of them goes down. Looks like that Overlord was picked off. We have blue lings coming. Speed already done. More lings are on the way. I don't think Orange is going to be able to find much damage to be done here. Just too many forces. People actually building army units. I have no idea about the ranking of this 3v3. What MMR anybody really is. I know who submitted the game. I could say their MMR, but then it would give away who submitted the game. I'm not going to do that. Ooh, Widow Mines at the top of the ramp. I like to see ya. So how's everybody doing now? We're getting +1. Oh, the Oracle swings in. Good timing. Already getting a respectable amount of SCVs. A deplorable amount of SCVs. And a mule. Very nice. Oh, yeah, it's just 2 Marines. What has Teal been doing this whole time? Whole lot of nothing, it seems. Blue's got some Zerglings on the other side of the map. We have a Void Ray coming from Yellow Protoss, who's opting for air units. Typical Team Protoss, that's fine. Orange, what do you got? Lingbane is the plan, it looks like. 2 base, Lingbane. Double upgrades, though. Very nice. Paprika, Purple Terran, Mech. Not really Mech, though. We don't mind Mech. Yes, of course. The M units. Holy challenge. That's a death trap. If these lings try to go up, Oh my goodness. Oh, they may not have to go up, actually. Oh, unfortunately, they all connect. Oh, you don't have an armory. Oh my lord, you gotta get an armory if you're going with a Widow Mine strategy. Apparently they're doing fine enough. +1 air weapons for the yellow Protoss. Teal, did you discover what you're doing yet? So far it's just Marines. With as little production as possible. Red, we're getting the infrastructure down, definitely. Well, we will be making a lot of something eventually, okay? Now, blue has been committing a lot more onto army units, it feels, than most others, losing most of those army units as well. Yeah, 32 lings into 21 roaches. What's your drone count? 35. And a Hydrodent, too. At least you have a third hatch. Okay. Uh-oh, flux of veins on the way. Yellow Protoss snake here. Orange keeps calling out these Overlord snipe requests. The Void Ray's gonna make themselves known, which will undoubtedly send both of the Terran players into a panic. We need Marines. Luckily, that's Malarney's plan here is 5 racks Marine off of 2 base. Did we get stim? No. Kinda need stim. Kinda need combat shields. You have tech labs. What is this? Is this what passes for team games now? For teammates? If I tried this, I would get so chewed out. I feel it. The anxiety's already building. We have Hydras coming on the way for blue. Orange. Greek driver. Moving out onto the map. Some slow banes. And I say slow not because they don't have speed, but because they were in the slow zone, obviously. Ooh, can he see this? Oh, just barely. Creep providing just enough vision. The rock's gonna start to be chewed apart. Will Coax actually see it, though? Because just because you're one of your units or your creep can see it doesn't mean you actually see it. You actually take note of it, I should say.
Evolution complete.
Oh, good announcer pack. Good choice. Now, Suka, Red Terran here. Feeling confident, moving out onto the map. So I want to take my 3rd base. I'm taking this expansion. Glad I got Brood War Terran music here. Y'all are macro players, aren't you? Oh. Coax finally noticing as the rocks are going to be destroyed here. Get those Banes onto the Hydras. And this might actually be a little bit successful here. Oh, the drones! I love the no effort to pull the drones away. Complete confidence has Coax. I don't mind dropping to a mere 38 drones on 3 bases. Replacing them very quickly, though. Paprika, how's your Widow Mine collection going? 30 Widow Mines. The Void Rays head into Teal Terran's base, quickly evaporate everything in sight. The Marines, we stim and hold position. Yeah, and the Void Rays get out because, they had Flux Veins and not a heart attack on the ramp. Well, either way. Red Terran has quite the army amassed. Army supply, can I see that? Well, army value, I can see that. Just look at this, though. 41 Marines, 12 Marauders, an impressive force. If the Void Rays actually commit to fighting the Marines, I think the Marines might actually take that. Do you have stim? You have stim. No shields. What's over here? Oh, the Widow Mine shenanigans coming in from Rika. We need mine drops. Are you... You have one medevac. Where is it? I can't seem to find it. The Widow Mines. Orange Zerg getting the jump onto these Terran forces. The splits are minimal so far. Micro. Oh, burrow the mines. They don't have any detection. No, somebody had detection, or the mines got unburrowed, perhaps. Maybe a scan. That's a lot of Hydras. Like, Hydras are actually pretty decent against Void Rays. Unless we micro them too much. Actually let them do their jobs, maybe, once in a while. Red and blue working together to make this a bit of a scary attack, actually. Hydras on the high ground, Void Rays behind the buildings. It looks like the Void Rays may actually take this. There's 14 Void Rays still. Charging up that thick beam to fight all of these light units. You don't need the thick beam to fight that, guys. The Widow Mines are also going to be quite a threat, but they could also be a threat to their own teammates. Widow Mine friendly fire. No survivors, no witnesses. Red and blue have to call off their attack just as their teal ally says, "I'm coming, guys. I got combat shields." Did you get stim? Yes. 1-1 shields and stim. And 8 more Marines on the way. Malarney, fresh out of the Wings of Liberty campaign, says Marines and medevacs are good, right? And sadly, the rest of the ladder has to go, yeah, actually, they kind of are. Red, rallying, poorly. A lot to be desired with those rally points. A few pings going out here. Watching the entrances. Take your sides, gents. Place your bets. Will the Widow Mine Death Field reign supreme here? We have 6 Void Rays at a time. Good God. Legacy of the Void Ray is upon us here. Psystorm just completed. There's 4 Templar. But they're back in the main base, not going to be too much help here. Teal says, oh, I know. I'll wrap around for a flank. I got this. Red and blue looking to get a bit itchy, though. Do you have detection? No, there's no detection. Oh. Blue testing the Widow Mine-filled waters. There's lurkers here from Orange Zerg. Another clump of mines going to burrow. I like Paprika's strategy here. We have a scan coming out. If you send the 1 Zergling at a time, that's an ambitious move. And it's gonna work. Oh, good lord. Oh, just as the Banes roll in too, some of the Banes gonna die to friendly fire, the rest gonna connect to the Hydras exquisitely though. The Widow Mine's able to crawl a bit farther forward. Siege tank setup, not gonna be able to do much good though. There's not enough Marines to contest this. I'll bet Malarney swings in with his 1-1 Marine crew. The Widow Mine's going for the surround. Like, at what point is it just too much friendly fire? Rika with 45 Widow Mines. Ooh, learn to play, says Orange. Red card. Red card to Orange player here. Widow Mines killing Thors, though. Widow Mines killing everything. Somebody left already? Red Terran bowed out. The Void Ray. No, this is storms. There's storms going on. Up at the top. Blue Zerg gonna lose all of those drones. The Widow Mines crawling ever so farther forward. Oh my god. 45 Widow Mines. In case you didn't know, that's what they could do. That's what they do. Coax. Yum. Leaves the game. He's gonna need 2 coax cables just to feel better after this one. GG coming out from Malarney, the only GG on the map. Everybody, a round of applause. The honorable mention to Malarney there. Teal Terran, who for most of the game I wasn't sure knew they were playing a multiplayer match versus the Wings of Liberty campaign. But at the end of it, they threw out the GG, and that warms my heart. Good job. And also a good job to the victors of the match. Paprika with 45 Widowmine army. Snake with Void Rays and Storms. And Greek Driver with a bunch of Zerg and a little bit of trash talk in there too. Entertaining to watch, enjoyable to cast. Thank you to everyone who submitted today. If you enjoyed, be sure to let me know in the comments below, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you have a great day.